Hi students, I am Neeraj Bansal and welcome back to the Math Navigator. Today we are diving deep into the topic vectors. If you have been struggling with this topic or finding yourself stuck on the methods, remember a golden rule. Stop guessing, start navigating. Before we jump into the topic, a quick heads up. If you need personalized help to crush your upcoming exams, I offer one-to-one session. My contact number is right there in the description below. Feel free to reach out and let's get your grades right on the track. All right, so let's start the topic. So today we will be discussing lines, that is the application of vector. Application of vectors. So let's talk about lines, right? What is a line? A line is formed by joining 2 points, right? A and B. This you have done in your lower classes also, and you must have done what is the equation of a line. Y is equal to mx plus c. That is the general equation of a line. So we need 2 points to make a line. What do we mean by a general equation? General equation means, let's say if I want to find any point lying on the line, I need an equation, right? So that is called the general equation of a line. In this case, if I know m, if I know c, and I plug in x, I'll get a certain y, which means the y, x, and y are lying on the line. So today we are going to discuss what is the vector equation of a line. Okay, let's say these are 2 points, point A and point B. Got it? So I'll call it point A, point B. Let's say this point is 2, 3, 4. And this point is 5, 6, 7. Let's say. So when I'm saying this, vector A, actually this is what? This is origin. So this I can call as vector OA, right? And this thing can be called vector OB. Got it? And this thing is called vector AB, right? So by triangle law of vector addition, which we have done in the last video, by triangle law of vector addition, I can say vector OB is equal to vector OA plus vector AB, right? See, what happens normally in your books, you see vector A or vector B. In normal language, we call vector OA as vector A or vector OB as vector B, right? So here, what I can say is vector OB is equal to vector OA plus vector B. Now let me take this point here. It is a general point on the line. Let me call it R, or let me call it C. So this point C is a general point. Got it? So point C is a general point on a line. Now I know this AC. This is vector AC. I'm talking about this triangle now. So I can say vector OC is equal to vector OA plus vector AC. Got it? This C is a general point on the line. So instead of calling it vector C, vector OC, I'm calling it vector R. This is equal to, I'm calling in general vector A plus this AC is some multiple of vector AB. So I'm calling it lambda vector AB. This lambda can be half, this can be 1/4. So this is any scalar multiple of vector AB, right? So this here I've got vector R is equal to vector A plus lambda vector B, AB. So vector AB is nothing but vector B minus vector A. So I can call it vector b minus vector a, and let me give it the name vector r is equal to vector a plus lambda vector b. So this vector, now in this vector a is a general point on a line, and this vector b is direction vector of the line. So this vector r is equal to vector a plus lambda vector b is called vector equation of a line. So this is your vector equation of a line. Got it? Now we have two more types of equations: parametric equation and the third one is Cartesian equation. Normally this Cartesian equation is what you do in the lower classes: y is equal to mx plus c. What is a parametric equation, what is Cartesian equation, and what is vector equation, we'll just discuss, right? First, I'll give you one question so that we can understand how to plot the equation of a line. Now we know this vector r is nothing but x, y, z. A line can be two-dimensional or a line can be three-dimensional or even one-dimensional, but normally yes, it is we take two-dimensional or three-dimensional line. So if vector r is equal to x, y, z, which is a general point on a three-dimensional line, and vector r is equal to x, y, this is a two-dimensional line. So how do we construct the equation of a line? This is what we are going to do, and then once we are done with this equation, we'll discuss what is parametric equation and what is Cartesian equation, right? So let's do this. So let's say this is my question, right? Find the parametric equation of the line through the 2 points. That means 2 points are given to me. Let's call this point A, let's call this point B. So this point is 2, -1, 4, and this point is -1, 0, and 2. So this thing is my line. So I want to find the equation of the line. First, we need to understand, in order to, the general equation of my line is vector r is equal to vector a plus lambda times vector b, right? What is this? This is the point of the line, so I can take this as a point. This is my vector a, and this vector b is the direction vector. This is my direction vector, which is vector b. So how I'll make the equation of a line? I'll write vector a as 2, -1, 4, and vector b, which is the direction vector, is vector b negative vector a, which is given to me as -1, 0, 2, minus, which is vector a, 2, -1, 4. So this will be like minus 2 will be 1. Sorry, -1 -2 is -3. 0 plus, so it will become 1. 2 minus 4 will be my negative of 2, right? So let's check again. -1, -2, -3, 0 plus 1, and then 2, -4. So this is my direction vector, which is vector b. So my equation will be vector r is equal to 2, -1, 4 plus lambda of -3, 1, -2. So this is my vector equation of a line. So this is how you create vector equation. So now we'll talk about what is parametric equation. Parametric equation means what is a parametric equation in terms of some parameter, right? So if we want to find the parametric equation, what we need to do? We need to just put x, y, z is equal to 2, -1, 4 plus lambda negative 3 1 negative 2, right? So x is equal to 2 minus 3 lambda, y is equal to minus 1 plus lambda, and z is equal to 4 minus 2 lambda. Why we are calling it parametric? Because it x is in terms of parameter lambda, y is in terms of parameter lambda, and z is also in terms of parameter lambda. Now this is called parametric equation, right? So how will I make the Cartesian equation? I'll tell you how do we make Cartesian equation. So Cartesian equation can be constructed by taking lambda as a subject. So it will be 3 lambda is equal to 2 minus x. So lambda is equal to 2 minus x over 3. And same way in this, so lambda is equal to y plus 1. And in third, 2 lambda is equal to 4 minus z. So lambda is equal to 4 minus z by 2. So since left hand sides are lambda, so 2 minus x by 3 is equal to y plus 1 is equal to 4 minus z by 2. So this is called Cartesian equation, right? Perfect. So we are clear with what is a line and how do we make the equation of a line. So let's move to the next thing. Now we talk about, let's say, how to find the angle between two lines. Next topic is angle between two lines. What do we mean when I'm saying angle between two lines? So let's say this is my one line. Let's call it L1. Since it is a vector quantity, so I'm writing this. And this is vector L2. When we are saying angle between two vectors, we always join tail to tail, right? This means if I find this angle theta, this is the angle between two lines. So basically we can say if I want to find the theta, I want to find the angle, I need to take dot product of direction vector of two lines. Got it? So how will I do? Okay, we'll do one question and you will understand. Let's come to this. So these are the two equations given to me. Actually, these equations are in the form of the, what you'll say, parametric equation. So I'll convert it into the vector equation so that I can understand what is my direction vector. So xy is equal to 2 and negative 1. So this is my like point A plus t times negative 3 and 1. So this vector B, or the direction vector in this case, is negative 3 and 1. So this is my direction vector for line 1. And let's say I'll take line 2, xy. This will give me 1, -4 plus s 2, 3. So this is my direction vector for line 2. So if I take the dot product of it, how do we take the dot product of it? So vector b1, we know vector b1 dot vector b2 is equal to b1 b2 cos theta. So basically this is magnitude of b1, this is magnitude of b2 is equal to is cos theta. So vector b1 vector b2. So what will vector b1 and b2 give me? So vector b1 will be -3, 1. So I'll write -3, 1 and then 2, 3. Right, is equal to, sorry, dot product is equal to what is that? Vector magnitude of vector b1 will be under root of 3 squared plus 1 squared times under root of 2 squared plus 3 squared cos theta, which will be given me -3 times 2 is -6 plus 3. You always have to take the magnitude of it. Why magnitude? Because theta is an acute angle. So this is equal to under root of 9 plus 1, which is 10, times 4 plus 9, root 13 cosine theta. So cos theta is equal to 3 over root of 10 times root of 13, which will be nothing but theta is equal to cos inverse 3 divide root 10 times root 30. So this is my answer. This you can easily calculate on your calculator. So this will be your answer for angle between the two lines, right? So this is giving me angle between two lines, right? So what is my next topic? Let's see. Okay, find the measure angle between the lines. This you can do. See, there is a little twist in this question, so I'm going to do this question with so I have got the equation. Two x plus y is equal to 5. 3x minus 2y is equal to 8. We need to remember one thing, or we need to understand one thing. If AB is my direction vector, right? What is A and what is B? A is the x component and B is the y component, right? So a point has the x component, which is A, and y component, which is B. Got it? So what I can do is, the obviously every line has certain gradient. Gradient will be, if A and B is my direction vector, then B over A, BA is equal to gradient. Is this clear? So if you see the equation, basically what I'm trying to do, what I'll do is I will find the direction vector of the line from the gradient of the line. So basically what does this mean? If I'm saying let me bring it first into certain form. 2x plus y is equal to 5. So I can write y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. So negative 2 is the gradient of this. So I can write m is equal to, or rather m1 is equal to y over x. So minus 2 over 1. So my direction vector will become 1 negative 2. So this is my vector b1, which is the direction vector, right? And I have another line which is 3x minus 2y is equal to 8. So 3x minus 2y is equal to 8. So I can write 3x minus 8 is equal to 2y. So I can write y is equal to 3x minus 8 by 2. Got it? So my gradient is, so basically this is 3 over 2x minus 4. So 3 over 2 is equal to gradient. So my direction vector will be 2, 3. So 2, 3 is my direction vector. So vector b2 is equal to 2, 3. So I have got direction vector for this. And I have got direction vector for this. So now what I need to do in order to find the angle between the two lines? I want to do the, what you'll say, vector b1 dot vector b2 is equal to b1 b2 cosine theta. So vector b1 is equal to 1 negative 2 and vector b2 is equal to 2 3. Then we have under root of 1 squared plus 2 squared times under root of 2 squared plus 3 squared times cos theta, and then you can do 2 negative 6 magnitude of, and then under root of 1 squared plus 2 squared, 4 plus 1 5 times root of 4 plus 9 13 is equal to cosine theta. And then you can obviously do theta is equal to cos inverse 3 over root 5 times root 30. I hope this is clear to you, right? Then we have another topic, how to find the shortest distance, between point and a line, right? So we'll try to do this. What do we mean by when we are finding the shortest distance? I'll tell you first how to proceed, and then we will see how to find. Let's say this is my line. Obviously, the equation of line will be given to you. Then let's say there is a point. It is a point here. Any point. It's a random point P. Point, the coordinates will be given, point is given. And they will ask you, the IB will ask you, what is the shortest distance between this point and the line? So what is the shortest distance? This also can be the distance, but shortest distance will be this, the perpendicular distance. So I'm interested in finding this perpendicular distance. And let's call this point Bn, right? So actually, magnitude of vector Pn will be the shortest distance. Got it? So I'm interested in finding vector Pn, right? How will I find it? That's what we are going to do. So first we need to understand, see, whenever we are talking about line or a vector quantity, we are interested in direction vector of the line. So we have to do, we know vector Pn dot vector B is equal to 0. Why 0? Because the two perpendicular vectors. Whenever the two vectors are perpendicular, their dot product is 0. Why? Because vector A dot vector B is equal to AB cos theta. So if cos theta is 0, whole thing is 0. And when cos theta is 0, when theta is equal to 90 degree. So in short, whenever we have two perpendicular vectors, their dot product is 0. Why we require this? We'll do one question, then we'll understand. Right. So let's start. Very good. So now I'm given, see, this is the, okay, let me say this is my line for which this is given to me. This whole thing, this thing is my vector equation of the line, right? So I'm saying this point is lying on the line n. So n is a general point. So I can say vector n is equal to 1 plus 3t and 2 negative of t, right? So this is my vector n. And this is the point given to me, which is 5 negative 1. So this is the point given to me. So if I want to find this vector Pn, this is P. So vector Pn is equal to vector n minus vector P. So this will be 1 plus 3t negative 5, 2 negative t plus 1, which is what? So negative 4 plus 3t and 2 minus t plus 1. So this will be 3 negative t. So this is a general point on the line. This is my basically vector Pn. So this thing is vector Pn. If I know the value, basically what I want to do here is I want to find the value of this t. So if I know the value of t, I can substitute here and then I can find the magnitude of it and then I'll get my answer. What is my answer? My answer is the length of this line Pn. So let's do it. I know vector Pn dot, that means this line times the direction vector of the line. What is the direction vector of the line? The direction vector of the line is given to be 3 negative 1. So I'll say dot b is equal to 0. So minus 4 plus 3t, 3 negative t dot 3 negative 1 is equal to 0. So let's find it. Minus 4 plus 3t dot 3 plus 3 minus t dot negative 1 is equal to 0. So negative 12 plus 9t plus will be negative of 3. This will be plus t is equal to 0. So I'll find it. Minus 12 minus 3 minus 15, and this thing is plus 10t is equal to 0. So this will be 10t is equal to 15. So t is equal to 3 by 2. So I've got the value of t. Now I'll find the vector. So minus 4. So now let me find vector Pn. So minus 4 plus 3 times 3 by 2, 3 minus 3 by 2, which will be what? Minus 4 plus 9 by 2, right? Then 3 negative 3 by 2, which will be half, because minus 4, 8, half. And this will be 6 minus 3, 3 by 2. So this is my vector. So now my answer will be under root of 0.5 squared plus 1.5 squared, which you can easily calculate over the calculator, right? So this is my final answer. This is the length of vector Pn, right? So length of vector. Thank you so much, students. I hope you understand whatever we did today, and please subscribe to my channel. Next class we'll move further into the rest of the things in life, right? Okay, bye, take care, and please do not forget to subscribe.